I got my balls to my butthole, yeah. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole.
That's what all Vikings fans.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
He's going to beat them. They're not going to be able to score.
Shame on you. Good God, I pulled too hard. Now my scrotum's stretched out like a fucking yard. Oh God, I grew my balls to my butthole, baby.
Guy, you know, you're talking about a guy.
Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole.
Right. And I think that's really important.
Out like a fucking yard.
Bushy Tail Sports. Thank you, Soda. Thank you, Jesse. Love y'all, Bubba.
Love you, buddy. Latest.
Love you guys. Take care.
Hey, I want to welcome everybody to our pre-NFL draft show. I got the main man, 104.3 The Fan, Denver's own sports radio host, 10 to 2 midday, Josh Dover, my main teacher, everything from school, brother. I love you so much, man. And it's like a world come all the way around to be able to interview you and talk to you about Denver sports, brother. How the hell are you doing?
I'm doing good, man, and I appreciate the kind words. I'm fired up to see you still doing your thing and out here kicking it. So I'm doing real good, man. Just grinding away. It's playoffs with the Nuggets, playoffs with the Avs, and of course tomorrow with the draft. So fired up about life, man.
Yeah, dude. Denver sports still hanging and banging as you're, talk of the town there. Right just before Zach by, I was listening to him just a little bit ago. I want to get into a few questions. This is my co-host, Mr. Jesse Frary, one of my best friends from Florida. He's our co-host for the YouTube podcast for Squirreling Around.
Bro?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, don't harp on him. He's a Green Bay fan, so give him a break. All right. Anyway, Josh, I want to get to you. Denver has the 12th pick of the NFL draft this year, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. I want to get a few of your thoughts on the pick. I know they don't get to pick until the third round after that. So this pick is very, very important, I know, for Denver. Where do you go, knowing that you just brought in Zach Wilson from the Jets? You have Jarrett Stidham, and you got a big Italian stallion, Ben DiNucci, in the quarterback room. Do you have room to maybe move up and go get another quarterback, or is it an edge position, offensive tackle? Where's your thoughts there as the talk of the town in Denver?
So I think first of all, it has to be offensive, the draft pick. Don't take a defensive player. It's time to score touchdowns in Denver, and it's long overdue. So if it's not a quarterback and Brock Bowers is sitting there, maybe that's the pick. One of the top 4 receivers drop. Maybe that's the pick, but it has to be a quarterback. It feels early for Bo Nix, but that's what all the reports are. We were talking about it on my show today. Like, hey, there's so many reports about Bo Nix and nothing about Michael Penix Jr. You wonder if maybe that's actually the play, which would be, a Sean Payton kind of move. And then today there's some talk about using Patrick Surtain, and we've discussed that a lot as well, which saves Denver some future draft capital. That's really what I like. If they're going to make a move up, that's what I'd prefer. Go and use PS2, who's a great player. I understand why Broncos fans and Broncos country be upset about that, but it's all you got, man. You got to empty the covers to try to start some stuff over. And that would be the play. So if Sean Payton has fallen in love with J.J. McCarthy or Drake May or whomever it may be, or Jaden Daniels, and you have to use PS2 to go up and make that move, that's what I would prefer over, a first round in 2025 or a first rounder in 2026. But I'm not sure they do either of those things. Honestly, there's a real possibility that they trade back with an Eagles team or a Steelers team, let them fight for a cornerback, and then still get Bo Nix at 20 right there, which would still feel, he's a second-round player. But you need a quarterback so bad that I think that's the play. Either they get desperate early and are afraid he's gone, so they take Bo Nix at 12, or they're confident that he won't get picked, 12 through 20, 23, wherever they're picking out there, and trade back and then still get him there. But they're going to grab a quarterback.
Yeah. Beautifully said there. Big question here from Jesse Frary for you, Josh.
So I got a little 2-part thing. We'll keep on the NFL draft. Bo Nix being there, if he comes, potentially that is my favorite underdog sleeper type of pick in this draft. I think he's got, you're talking about a guy throwing for 7,000 yards in 2 seasons at Oregon. The dude knows how to place a ball, and he knows how to run an offense. He knows how to see it. And I think with a quarterback whisperer and a Sean Payton, that's going to merge really well. And the ingredients to that one is going to make a beautiful dish. And I think with Zach Wilson there, that can sort of kind of help out too, because he's seen how to prepare for the NFL, for a game. And that could be help. And I think that's why they brought Zach in, not to be a backup, but also to be sort of kind of a veteran in a sense, like, because you know how to prep for a game, you know what to look for, those type of things that you need to do. And if Bo Nix is there, I don't think that is a reach for him. But also, too, I will say you got to be wary of that pick, because he is somebody like a Drake May, in my sense, who might need a little bit of NFL development, more as a Michael Penix Jr., but you got to be worried about that injury report there. You're talking about a 2 ACL guy. So that's what I think are scaring a lot of people from that. If that wasn't there, I mean, we'd probably be talking about Penix as, top 5 picks right now.
I agree.
But I'm going to switch it over to your Denver Nuggets. And do you think Joker deserves another MVP? What, 3 of them now? I personally, my dad is in the background right now listening to us. He loves Denver. He loves what they're doing. And I think that it's going to be an unstoppable force. And it's very deserving of why he's in that conversation. So if you give us a little thought on that.
Yeah. I mean, I do believe he is the MVP for the 3rd straight time. Should have been 4 in a row. And honestly, there's a chance that this is his last one, because there is some of that fatigue and voter fatigue and things that come with it. But he's about to be in rare air, especially if they can repeat as champs and get a finals MVP. That list is short of people that's done that. But he's been the best player in the world for 4 years in a row. He's been on his way to that for about 6 years in a row. And I know the arguments came up for Jason Tatum, crunch time minutes, Tatum collapses. That's big time, and it matters a lot. Luka Doncic, who I'm a huge fan of Luka, honestly. I think he is, especially because of the way the NBA is structured. Like, when LeBron goes, I think Luka is the next face of the NBA, because Nikola is a better player than him, but Luka does more flashy things. But Luka uses the regular season of the NBA to get ready for the playoffs. Nikola used to do that too. But then when an NBA player matures a little bit and uses the off season to get ready for the regular season, and the regular season to get ready for the playoffs, and the playoffs to get ready for the finals, which is what Nikola has evolved to, then he's going to be dangerous and crazy, and he will get there, but he's not there yet. And he hasn't done enough of that stuff. So it's Nikola, like, by a million miles to me. I don't even know why there's a conversation about it, but that's what, people that don't cover the game closely enough, but get paid a lot, have to do.
Right. The only person that I would say that I would put in his, like, in the realm of what he's doing right now is like a SGA Shane Gilgeous. I mean, that guy is also doing a lot, and that Thunder team could be dangerous here soon. But
are we skipping right over Anthony Edwards, like he's not just hanging around or something?
Anthony Edwards needs to do. He's the past 20 games. Okay, if you look at a 20-game stretch, Anthony Edwards is, and we talked about this. I got you there. But it's a season thing.
Josh,
go
ahead.
Edwards is also on Ant real quick too. He actually said it just a couple of days ago, right? He's like, I'm 2 or 3 years away from being the best player in the world, and he ain't lying about that. But he is 2 or 3 years away of doing that on every he's got kind of basis, like Joker does.
He's got NFL, like how everybody talked about LeBron James being in the NFL. He's got that true NFL like talent he could play. He could play if he wanted to.
2 more things.
He's going to be a
Josh.
problem for the Nuggets for sure.
2 more things, Josh. We'll let you go. We know your time's precious, and I gotta get back onto it. Reggie Bush has finally got his Heisman Trophy back today. Few little thoughts on that. Long time coming, I know. All these kids nowadays with the NILs and everything, it's just been like everything back in the day was so frowned upon and so looked upon. Like, that is such a terrible act, and I can't believe you're taking money. And now it's just such a norm. Like, it has to happen every day today. And kind of run me quick. Why has it kind of evolved? And obviously it's a great thing for Reggie Bush and his family.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time coming because all of this stuff had been happening long before Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush's mom wasn't the first family to get a house because her son was really
Yeah.
good at sports.
John,
So
John
it
Calipari.
sucks. Right. It sucks that he had to be a part of all of that, but it is right for him. And I actually talked about this with my guy Brandon Stokely. And I kind of thought, man, the Heisman's lost so much of its luster of how important it is and how cool it is. And that trophy used to mean so much. But my guy Stoke was telling me, man, think about what Reggie Bush now gets to do. He gets to be in those funny commercials and he's in the Heisman house now and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He gets to
Yeah.
like make money off of being a Heisman winner again. And I
Right.
think that's
Right.
really important. And it's also just like, I'm not a fan of the NCAA, obviously, with what they do with the regular student athletes is great, but the 1% or the 1 to 3% that turn this into a life and a career and a financial stability for generations of their family, they screw those people. So I'm glad that side of the argument is getting a win.
Yeah, 3% of the 25,000 people who played in the FBS last year will actually
Right.
go to the NFL. 0.3% of
With
those
money,
people will actually start.
Right.
It's a
Right.
you know,
Last few
that's a
dots.
perfect example of don't hate the player, hate the game, because I'm the first that did it. Don't hate me.
Yeah. Last few thoughts,
That's
Jesse,
right.
before we
That's
let
right.
Josh
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate everything. If anytime that you want us on, we want you on anytime. So come and
Hey.
hang out with us. Shoot around a little bit of shots of little knowledge here and there for everybody, and it'd be a great thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. Especially when finals get going and stuff or
Yeah.
NBA stuff. Let me know. I'm definitely into that and see how this draft wraps up. Maybe the Broncos land a quarterback. We can chat about it too.
Yeah,
Heck
we
yeah.
will, dude. We'll give you a call. They land a
Go
quarterback.
Knicks.
You're the first one I call, man. I'll tell you what.
All right, man. It's good to see you, Squirrel. Congrats on the kid, man. Keep crushing it out there.
Thank you so much, brother. 103 The Fan, guys, every day, 10 to 2 p.m., Monday through Friday, Denver local time. Check him out right there on the drive, baby. Love you, buddy.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for having me.
See you, man.
Turn up all the keys.